Okay, we hop right into the first match. As you can see, we already 1 second in here. We just spawned, and of course, I know he's not gonna be as quick as I am on the rail, so I immediately run for the railgun because it's a good weapon. Even if he wants to make the jump, if I'm not missing the shot, it's like a really good choice to make.
Streamers even for Quake Champions, where they stream their scrims, their tournament matches, you name it. They are some of the absolute cream of the crop, and we are treated to a potential World Finals match a few weeks into the season. Let's go.
Yep.
And here it was all about, collecting all weapons that I'm able to defend myself really well.
Out there, we've got equal pings at about 10 on both
and
sides.
Now it's about position.
Potentially a land final.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
position,
exactly.
trying to deal some damage.
We're here in the opening seconds. We didn't have too chaotic of a beginning catch-up. In fact, both players kind of taking their sides of the map. Now we've got the
on
initial
Rapha, as you
rails
can
coming
see.
out as Rapha's going to land one. And a
I didn't expect him to stay there for that long. And then he finished me because of that. Because he stayed for so long. But now I knew I will have the Mega. So it was not that bad of a trade, actually. All I needed to do is now some damage, but he did, like insane amount of damage.
Rapha's able to take it, and actually, there's the plasma trail.
Wait, I will actually get rid of my face cam. Because we have player cams, right? I forgot about it.
There's going to be a lot of these little mind games taking place.
Good rocket by me, so this way I defended for the heavy.
And in position to take heavy. He is going to likely have the detour here at some
And now
point
map is split 50-50 again. I still need a rail, I think. Yeah, and I'm just grabbing it there.
Managed to get
he heard it for sure. He saw me also.
But it took a little bit of time.
And now it's about, dealing damage again.
Yeah, and I mean,
I knew if I LG him here,
we got an LG
I have
fight
good
on
chances
the bridge.
to
Ghost
win.
Walk is popped
He still managed
from that battle.
to deal tons of damage
down,
there.
grabs the light
More than I
in the lower
expected.
levels, gets another LG,
I have
and
still an
that
okay
was, I think,
stack. Now I'm not railable anymore. Items are split again because I knew he's gonna set up at Mega. So I went for heavy.
Not going super well.
Almost the same time again.
Solid disengage. Rapha's still
2-3
in the
seconds
lead,
difference.
but you can see that Rapha's definitely trying to use that mobility for just as much map
and
control.
it's just looking for an opening here.
Rail
at this
aim
point.
and with nice rocket
Check
placement,
out
we're still yet to see.
What has your opponent? Make him spam some because you at some point you will run out of ammunition.
Considering we've had an extremely low scoring game so far, I cannot say
yes,
I'm
of course,
surprised.
I can.
These two players that can be as patient as they need to be, but at the same time, always an exit plan. I think the getting caught immediately out in no man's land with K1llsen with that rail fight was almost uncharacteristic of him. I think that was reflected a bit with his player reaction, a little bit of like, oh come on.
Okay, now I got myself a bit of an advantage here. With that, wait, we just go back actually. We just go back.
Classic information game. Getting caught immediately so far. I cannot.
Okay, way back here. We talked about spamming and ammunition at this point.
Considering we've had an extremely low scoring game,
and this was a very good combination.
With these two players that can be as
like it was a bit of a mistake by Rapha pushing like that, but maybe he could have had a lucky opening actually at that point. So that was what he was trying there. Hit a good rocket and then it was me hitting the good rocket though. And a rail after, which he didn't expect to get hit by so much damage at that moment.
Knows that K1llsen is more than likely going to have that ghost walk, so you got to play around it forever and always.
So I went here with the heavy machine gun because I knew my stack is a little better than his. So even if he also goes for the heavy machine gun, I will win the stack fight.
Interesting exchange likely about to take place. Mega
but yeah, he hit a real good rail there.
Drop down, catches him with that rail just to
and I actually had to be super careful. I stripped off all of his armor here at this point, and I knew about it, right? So at this point, I knew, okay, he's not gonna have a lot of armor left. Maybe even I was more like, okay, he has 0 armor. So he needs the heavy now, which he picks up now. But this means I have the high ground uncontested at this point, so I can just chill, putting a little delay on the Mega. Luckily he misses that rail shot. That was like I mean, if that would have hit me, I would have needed so much work again. Very good Rocketeer by Rapha. I had my Ghost Walk ready, so I was able to take a risk. That's a good thing on Nyx, like, you know. He's back on heavy. I set myself up like early for Mega. But he was a little too quick on it. But then, you know, hitting 2 rails, of course, right before the Mega health. I mean, I knew the timing, the exact timing. He wasn't like super sure about it. So, yeah, just went into my favor.
So important on a map like this one. Now K1llsen able to equalize and actually potentially.
And here I wasn't sure, like, what does he want to do now?
He has to be very, very careful here as now K1llsen drops down, takes that heavy.
Luckily, he goes here into, back into the teleporter. I was actually scared he's gonna re-push it, because that could have mean some troubles for me actually, but he didn't. And because he didn't, I had the full map control here at this point. Always able with the wall jump to follow him, you know, even if he does jump over to bridge. Doesn't mean a lot for me. I can just do the same. And I knew, like, I heard him going for the heavy, but I knew about my stack, right? I just picked up all the armor, was very, very stacked, and I was like, okay, now I just let him pick heavy, but I catch him afterwards, so heavy is kind of worthless at that moment. And, you know, totally paid off here. Totally paid off.
No armor stack really at all.
Unlucky I didn't manage to hit that rail. He would have been in big trouble if so. Yeah, I just wanted to take like easy high ground, but he somehow smelled it.
And he's very scary when he's on, and that is a situation just like.
But yeah, I knew still 0 armor. Now I heard, okay, he picked up the small armor. What is he gonna do? Might look for, you know, for full natural stack at this point, and wants to attack heavy, of course, next. This was also a little unlucky that I didn't hit that ray shot, but I knew if I set up now early for the Mega, it's gonna be an easy pickup for me. But then he even goes, then at this point he even goes up the jump pad, which was like really not a smart move at all. Like, I dodged his rail really well. I knew about the timing when the next shot is coming. And so I kind of had an easy time to dodge his rail shot there. But at the same time, it was like, really, he should have stayed at the mid-level there. He would have stayed alive, at least. And this actually was the moment which changed the whole game. Because at this point, there's a big split between the items, and yeah, I've just been able to run the control really well at this point.
To do so. His life was on the line the second that first rail connected, and K1llsen jumping on it, taking full advantage. Oh, the surprise!
I knew he needs, yeah, that situation also. I knew he needs weapons now, so I kind of expected him to go for the rail first. So he's able to just avoid me when I'm pushing from distance. So I was staying quiet and waited for his next step, so I can just, you know, set up the perfect trap to it. And then all of a sudden he decided, okay, maybe I want to go for rockets, and I was ready for exactly that. If he would have dropped down, for example, I would have known, okay, he's gonna go for LG next. I would have dropped down to from rocket to LG and would have at least pumped him a full blast of shotgun.
Nice. It is amazing how.
But then there, just getting that kill, I knew he needs items now badly.
But that also gave
here, this he could have easily just went up the jump pad. But I knew, you know, I knew just, okay, I feel my aim, I can go for this fight, no matter his stack, which I did, and it worked. Here, this was a really good push by him. Like, he was like, okay, he's never gonna survive, even if he comes at me now. I have a nail gun, and I mean, nail gun can deal, or even did, you know, like, superb damage. But my AG was just stronger that moment. I knew about this risk. I could have even died, but I was just too accurate to die here at this point. And this also was like, you know, a very important moment actually. Lead going 4 frags now. And next item, like soon, is heavy. But I have to be careful because he could respawn at a heavy machine gun now. And I'm an easy target with this amount of health, right?
To go. K1llsen gonna find another one, and he's
so my job now is to stack up, be careful.
And there's a head wound, I think.
And he's just pushing it, just going for it.
Off the victory in those battles, and
I just have to be careful at this point now.
About where we're at and where this map might possibly go.
And then he hits that.
Aware that this is now a do or die moment. He's been able to get the first objective, force out the ghost wall.
But a very good rail here back to him. And every single second I manage to survive here means so much. And then I'm even able to deal more damage.
Finish him off. He's trying everything.
But he's, you know, Rapha's plan at this point was, okay, I'm just gonna pick up all the items on the map now, and then I will try to get him. Another rail, crazy LG, and the finishing rail. Like that rail was actually insane. I was like so surprised by myself that I managed to hit that, because he put me under so much pressure in that moment, and it was the right thing to do. I've just been hitting everything that moment. Like the LG on him there was like spot on. It was so much damage in a short amount of time. He didn't expect. The rail before, he did expect. Like he was, I was like 100%. He was sure to get railed once when he pushed at me. Like wait, let's go back again.
This is light versus lightweight.
Like this here. Very sure he calculated this, that he's gonna get railed if he makes the jump over. The way I've been hitting that rail is, you know, still another story. Still very tricky actually to deal with, because I hit him when he did land here. So I stopped all of his movement. Yeah, there's no time for emotions, guys. You need to understand. We're professionals. Sometimes there's no time for emotions. So I stopped all of his slide momentum here. So that was really good. That gave me kind of an edge to run away a little more. And I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do now? Okay, I will die here. I don't mind. That was actually what I've been thinking. I'm gonna die here. No way I'm gonna survive that. So I will pick up the time veils to get my ability back up again. That was my main plan. And then just die. Spawn on the heavy machine gun, pick up the time veils, and have my ability ready again. So I can just, you know, avoid him one more time. And just, you know, run the time. So I dropped down, picked up time veils, managed to hit insane LG, and another rail.
How did you live?
And at this point, I was pretty sure, okay, yeah, this is over. Yeah, he's gonna run the mega. I will rail him. Then another one. I will just stay here. I knew he's not gonna have a lot here at this point, so he needs some HP. I expected him to just drop down, take the as you can see, you know, just take the 25 HP bubble, and go quick for the heavy, and try to be fast enough that I'm not able to hit him. That's what I expected. But he didn't do so. He's been, you know, aware of it, made the right weapon choice. But I was aware that anything can happen here at my position, you know. So I was really careful about the tribal distance. But by sound, it was really hard to judge actually that moment where he's actually still staying here and trying to aim at me. I was more thinking in the beginning that he's trying to rail me. Just holding an angle, as soon as I peek, he's gonna rail. But he didn't do so, because I waited long enough that he's losing the interest in trying to rail me. So he switched weapons to Tribolt, got a little closer. And that moment I saw him. And just, you know, had the angle a little earlier than he had. And finished again. And now I had heavy. I have my ability. I have mega position. Make a really weird rail shot here. I knew about the mega timing. for some reason he didn't knew the exact timing, but he even picked it up last time. So I was surprised by his bad timing here. Really. I was really surprised here. Wait, let me drink. So yeah, he timed his mega health really, really bad. And, you know, then going up a jump pad. On the other hand, there's only 1 minute 30 seconds left, right? So there's not a lot of options he has. Super shotgun, really good weapon choice, and then just to finish him off, a little more damage. I knew about his spawn there on top. I knew I'm highly likely gonna hit a rail there. And now, you know, just chill, try to keep distance, try to stay alive as long as possible. Because theoretically, it's still possible to make a comeback happening. Yeah, at this point, he basically needs a miracle to turn the game. Exactly. Like, if he would have killed me within the next 5 seconds, could have meant it's over already. Really. Could still turn around. So I really had to listen, careful. There was sound like going on everywhere. So I didn't know if he's coming below, if he's on top. Luckily, he missed that rail shot. Because that could have meant the A2 that moment. Then he picks up Mega and you know, could have rushed heavy immediately. Like a slight chance to make a comeback happen still, even if it looks this bad within 1 minute. But it's possible.
Of K1llsen's Nyx. I mean, he's already the master
of
Blood Covenant. He's arguably...
I set up myself here. I would have hurt him. If he would have dropped down and pushed me from below, I would have hurt him. So I would have just taken the jump pad to get out of sight. Even you know, maybe, yeah, I get hit by a rail. Didn't matter. So I just stayed here to heal myself up to 100 HP, which worked. And then Rapha also decided to just push me from the top. So that way, I was able to deal the maximum amount of damage, which doesn't allow him to just run the map the way he wants to.
The strongest Nyx player in the world.
I mean, 168 damage, you know?
And he's using her on a map that she works
75 HP left. And he had everything.
K1llsen has been able to take this and just run away.
And now for me, it's just, you know, set up, stack up a bit. I have my ability ready, can use it whenever. I did insane amount of heavy machine gun damage there. And now, you know, just be early on the Mega because he went for the other side. And he just, you know, kind of gave it to me there. But also, time running out, you know, there's not a lot you can set up anymore. So I played, even in the end there, I played it to perfection.
He can't. And I know that that carries a level of frustration for just about any player. I definitely feel like Rapha kind of played out those last 2 minutes more as if it was like a training exercise.
Yeah.
To your point,
and this pretty much was the first map.
You're not gonna. I do not believe that a player like Rapha is gonna come in, lose a game to K1llsen, and that potentially has a tilt factor for the remaining 2 games, right? You're coming into a game in a series with K1llsen, you have to expect, like, this is a
we can just move forward here, right?
Of beating me and certainly taking a map. So in that particular situation, you know, you try to do what you need to do. K1llsen.
Yeah, this was the 1-1.
His damage was
and I didn't. That moment I didn't even expect it to be a kill. I was just okay. Yeah, I don't want to die here. He has like such a big stack right now. I can't keep up with that. So I will just try to defend myself. And then I hit the first rail, and then all of a sudden I'm hitting the second rail before the Mega spawns. So yeah, I didn't even expect that, to be fair.
Rapha at 28. Rapha hit some nice shots, but the Ghost Walk definitely saved K1llsen in several situations. And so that 9...
Yeah, I picked a lot of really good moments and trapped Rapha really, really well. I mean, some unexpected stuff also happening in between, where I even, I was surprised about myself how well it worked. But this here, for example, really good setup before he even knew about it. And yeah, I mean, there's the 100% of, of K1llsen sometimes blinking. But just sometimes.
2 victory comes out is looking, pretty large.
Like this year, I shouldn't have won that situation, really. Like, I had no right to win that. But the amount of damage I dealt there was just incredible. Like, absolutely incredible.
Great momentum shift for K1llsen as he takes it into game number 2.
I would even call it lucky, to be fair. Like, really, like that was just insane, because that moment I felt the pressure rising, on me, and I was like, I made peace already, just with myself, take the vials, die, and then just play the clock, and then I managed to win the fight.
It's often been said about the new map pool, right? Blood Covenant's been around.
Yeah, I mean, decent hit rates.
Predating QUAKE champions, of course, but
I couldn't so far. I couldn't complain in the past about my hit rates. Like, I have a very consistent 50% LG. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm enjoying it.
But as we now look at what's in play, Insomnia and Blood Covenant, he's already proven to be arguably the strongest player on Insomnia currently in Pro League.
Okay, let's move forward, because Rapha is actually restarting his game, or even PC actually. So we need to skip a bit here. Next map, Corrupted Keep. I'm on Strock, he on BJ.
What happens from there? There's 2 more to go, man.
Oh yeah, we already 1 minute in. What is going on?
MG has cups.
Okay, let's go, chat.
The point is that they have been as practiced.
Okay, yeah, okay, spawn. I always like to set up then early on that armor, because with a rocket in your hand, you're able to defend that position, most likely. But of course, you spawn into the map, you want to have all weapons that are on the map, especially LG, heavy machine gun, and rockets. Like, those are the 3 main weapons, and side weapons, nail gun and super shotgun.
It's definitely some of the highest.
And Tribal, of course.
Let's now jump into Corrupted Keep as K1llsen.
I didn't expect him to move up here like he did, because he needed to be aware of me shooting a rocket in a in some kind of way into the door, and he just shit on it and just kept pushing. So yeah, he did unexpected damage here at this moment, while I was about picking up the lightning gun.
Able to get an LG in hand.
So I used my Pico just to defend him a bit. Then really good heavy machine gun here. Like, he already has 0 armor. He had 100 armor before.
Impressive.
Jo, mieser Fettsack. Vielen Dank für den Sub. Willkommen in der K1llsen Family. Dankeschön. Okay, so yeah, I mean, like, really good defensive play once again here. It could have been the other way around, that I'm the one without any armor, but like, I did a good defensive play here with Pika first, and then with the heavy machine gun, hitting incredible accuracy here in this moment.
First of all, I would say in a comfortable situation, but over 100 damage is worth of.
Okay, here I knew, he has 50 armor. For him, it doesn't matter at this point which item he's gonna go to. But for me, it was like important to be able to deal some kind of damage at least. So I tried to set up to whatever he's about to do.
Weapon that he could have wanted. He even was
so he's not getting a super high overstack.
And then engage in a battle that he came out pretty good in.
And now it's back again at this point where we have been in the beginning on Blood Covenant. Now find a decent and alrightish opening, and yeah, then just, you know, find some magic on the map now.
So nice start there. Even got
no, this is second map. First map was Blood Covenant.
We did not see the dual wheel come out yet from Rapha, and I'm not surprised. That didn't seem like
he's shooting a lot of rockets here, which sometimes, yes, can be good, but also you at some point you need ammunition, right? So that's why I decided to go this way. And he went for rockets because he needed the ammunition.
For him to engage, but now we're just going to play the good old...
And now it was just, you know, wait until Rapha makes a decision which item he wants to go to. And I just go to the other because I knew items are around the same time.
The middle, and expect to see that.
But then I already felt like my heavy machine gun before was like insane. So I knew I can easily go for this heavy machine gun fight and still have the small armor laying like right left to me, right? So that's why I went this deep into this heavy machine gun fight, because I was so confident about my aim and being able to hit him.
Machine gun quite a bit. You can just see the chip damage that it does and how effective it.
And now he made the decision for the heavy. I go mega.
1 minute in, 0-0 to be expected.
Good opening damage here, but it was kind of easy to predict though. But he tried to just catch me before the small armor spawned.
Rocket coming out from QUAKE. Is Rapha gonna advance?
I was sure, like he knows I'm low on armor right now at this point, so that's why Rapha is going a little more aggressive into this position. And I knew it could happen any second that Rapha is gonna push me, because he knows I'm a little short on armor right now, and the overall stack is a little bit in his favor. But he didn't do so, because he couldn't find any entry damage. Even if it would have just been 20 damage, he would have immediately pushed me. But he couldn't find it, and that's why he kept the distance.
To push too far forward right there.
Yeah, this I just made a little run by, because I felt like I have to get out of that position, because I'm too easy of a target at that point.
An even split on both of the major items.
Very good rocket dodging here by me. Rapha missing the first rocket like completely, and then, you know, it's like 20 damage rockets for both.
I have to point out, as K1llsen, the goal to keep that armor up is going to be important.
And at this moment, Rapha kind of lost interest a little bit in fighting me directly, or maybe he just completely ran out of rockets because he's been spamming so much rockets. I still had some left, because you know, I do spam here and there, but I'm not doing like as much as other players do, because I'm always trying to be aware that I have enough ammunition to, you know, win a fight.
Because if Rapha scouts that you've got no more armor, that's where dual wield.
At this point, you know, I heard him starting to jump and make the move to the heavy, and I knew on the other hand that I'm the one that has speed on his side, right?
LG is gonna just absolutely.
Okay, I have speed on my side. This was super risky. I knew, yeah, he's moving right through the teleporter. I didn't expect him to completely like drop down onto me, but yeah, he just kept pushing me as much as he could. I knew the small armor on the nail gun is up, so I had no matter how, I have to make it over there to just, you know, get some armor going again, and then find my way back into the game.
Absolutely. Delete. Speaking of
which I did because of my speed advantage. He didn't pick up heavy still. He just went through teleporter. And yeah, he had to go back, pick up the heavy, and that second just destroyed all of his momentum.
Item for item. Now, Rapha,
I rocket jump up because I was like still thinking, yeah, he's gonna re-push me, just drop down on me, and then you know starts to shoot at me. So that's why I rocket jumped up. Have it, you know, alrightish position here. You can go to the left, you can go to the right side, and there's only, you know, one direction, or more like two directions he can come from, and I can react whatever I need to. So that's why I set up again there, and then just go here. You know, like I made one more step even backwards to defend myself.
considerably healthier than K1llsen.
Rapha wasn't sure like where I'm at right now, so yeah, he's just, you know, looking around, and I think he's gonna restack on rockets again.
Yeah,
I used Picker for some information. There's Rapha. I did 90, you know, super quick 90 damage. Rapha did what? How much damage Rapha did here?
Bonus damage. It allowed him to secure that heavy for
70
free.
damage.
He is considerably healthier than K1llsen now.
Yeah, hearing that sound from behind you is never a good thing. Now,
50 damage. He only did 50 damage, while I was able to deal 90 damage. So that was pretty good, actually.
It does set him up for a good position. However, he has to disengage as K1llsen.
And I just set myself up,
and now
try to find an armor. Rapha knows about it, of course. And that's why he tries to push me like that. I knew about the timing. I knew Rapha skipped the heavy pickup there. So yeah, this was a free mega at this point. And Rapha had to go back for the heavy in order to not lose it. Because he's a slower champion, and you know, as Strock you can just run by and can make magic happen. As we will see later on.
About 40.
I just spam a bit, try to secure some armor, and I heard his rocket jump, and I knew, oh shit, now he's gonna push me. What am I gonna do? I had a quick look on my rockets. Okay, I have enough rockets. Rocket number is wide, so that's plenty of rockets then. I didn't see the number of it. I just saw, okay, ammunition is wide. Okay, that's gonna be enough rockets if necessary. How can I get out of this? I need some kind of lucky bounce, maybe outside. That was what I've been thinking. And then he keeps pushing like this. I mean, first bounce was good.
2 minutes.
Second rocket was okay. I would have liked the phase rocket a little more, of course. And then it bounces him in a super weird way. Like this was so weird, this bounce. And I managed to finish him off with that air rocket, which was super sick. Yeah, I mean, that was just even for me was like so unexpected, because you know, again, this was the situation. I didn't had any right to win this situation, really, no rights at all to win this and make it happen. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, now I get a bit of items, I have weapons, so I have a bit of advantage. And now I was, oh man, this was so bad. Like I
cannot.
I had a bad position to use the peeker. He already shot me a bit. Then I miss all my rockets. And then I you know, some reason I push a button for another weapon, and it swapped my weapons, so I couldn't deal a lot of damage in this situation at all. At least I picked a small armor. That was the best part about dying here. I picked up the small armor. Yeah, like missing all of the rockets, because man, I mean, he just did the perfect move here, you know, to get me.
He's likely
really
going to drop here, but
so he's gonna feel really comfortable. He knows what I'm up to next.
It's the fear of the dual wield that has allowed Rapha to take so much armor at this point.
He knows I just got the mega.
In a million years for that fight to go in favor.
And I set myself up on top just to deal some damage onto him, so he's not able to just run the map the way he wants to. Yeah, but Rapha decided to go a little more defensive way. And then, you know, use his dual wield. I mean, I was sure about my aim, so I was like even thinking like, okay, maybe even if he uses his dual wield, maybe I can kill him even.
Actually, wait a minute.
Turned out like the wrong idea. I almost made it happen though. Like it was really close, right? He did a bit of self damage here even. But still, I made it a super hard fight for him, even with dual wield. So at this moment, he's super weak. He needs to restack, like for sure. So that's gonna cost some time for him.
Does manage to take him out, but probably not.
So it was still a good fight actually for me, even with dying.
Happy with how weak he was in the process.
Yeah, I would kind of be.
And he had to be really careful here now. Now he picked up the small armor. He felt a little more comfortable. I got a really good opening here with the LG. He didn't expect at all.
Had a huge amount of LG damage right there. Rapha
and
very
yeah,
low.
For some reason Rapha allowed me to finish him like this. Like he didn't need to step in front of the doorway. There was no reason for it. He could have just stayed behind it. You know, keep a defensive position. And then just deal some damage with spam rockets, you know, or prediction rockets when I'm about to push him.
K1llsen knows it, and the score
he could have survived that. Now I knew that his next step, he's gonna spawn on Nailgun, and his next step is gonna be, let me pick up the heavy. So I tried to strip off some armor.
Yet again, K1llsen looking for a follow-up frag,
which worked. I would have liked a phase rocket here at that moment. Which I couldn't get.
Like the pace of this game is
I knew that Rapha's stack at this moment is bigger, but he's lacking weapons.
Picked up catch-up as both players kind of shifting it up in a gear, and neither player.
And then he knew about my setup from before, and he just pushes me like that. I should have known.
The greatest stack that
and I was like, oh shit, he got everything now. He got everything in control.
Like to have, but the LG and the dual
and
LG
such a clean kill actually. What am I gonna do? I need some kind of miracle now to get back onto the map. Even, you know, even it's 6 minutes, 6:20 left, and only 1 frag difference. But he had the full absolute control of the map at this point. He has all weapons. He has all items. He has all timings.
First point of view, Peeker went turned back.
So I had to make something happen here at this point, and I was like, oh shit, okay, now let's just run the map. You know, I need rockets, so he can't get close for free. So I can deal maximum amount of damage. That's why I kept going for rockets, even even taking some damage for free. I didn't mind. I needed the rockets.
Able to catch K1llsen, kind of with his pants down on that one, giving him that 1 frag lead yet again.
And yeah, he just played out his you know, just like I said, he knows the timings, he knows the items. Hit a good prediction rocket on the light armor, and
to look a lot more
you know,
like the
just going for the mega here.
No, the exchanges, the back.
But items are at the same time, so it was not well prepared by Rapha actually. He should have delayed an item maybe at some point, but he didn't do so.
And forth, and Rapha, the LG has.
So this was my step back into the game. I knew I'm gonna spawn at rockets because he has the mega health position, and I can easily get the heavy now. But still, what I need next is LG heavy machine gun. I should have done a little more with Tribolt, I feel like, but sometimes, you know, my mind is kept.
Even without
you want to have the main weapons.
Use of the dual wield in this position now.
So I had to be super careful here, not take too much damage. He did decent damage there. I tried to get some info with Peeker. Maybe 1-2 shots would have been great there to just hit him. I go for heavy machine gun pickup, so I can defend distance fights, you know. Rapha pushing me in a really weird way. I predicted that really well, And now we just trade items, and I have all weapons now. I mean, he kind of played into my hands. He allowed me to get the lightning gun there because he was pushing so hard onto the heavy because he wanted the heavy so badly.
Splitting items continues.
And now my stack is even bigger than his.
To be non-existent whatsoever, but in
2 crazy good rockets here by Rapha.
this position now, taking damage any way you can, and the chase is on. K1llsen, he's not satisfied, Jay.
And I knew, okay, now I have to be careful again, because with those rockets, he has a bit of a lead. He gets hit a bit here.
As much pressure as he is
And
here, but
I knew, okay, yeah, he's just gonna take the time veils because he used his dual wield earlier, and then gonna play the heavy again. And he knows I'm lacking a bit of armor. Of course, I knew about the mega, but Rapha tried to trap me here that I would go for the mega immediately. And I still knew about the fact my speed. And then I just, you know, go full momentum. Luckily, that rocket didn't hit me through the grate. That would have been insane, actually, if so. Luckily, it didn't. So I take the heavy. And I still knew, okay, Rapha's only having 50 armor from the nail gun. So if I take the mega now, I have the better stack. No matter what he does, I can easily win the fight.
Oh, and more LG. It's holding on. Oh my god, he dropped.
A little lucky he missed the second super shotgun shot there. And yeah, because of that, I actually managed to win the fight the way I wanted to. But it was very close to a miracle to, you know, to outplay him like this. Really.
No way! No way! He somehow dropped.
And now I knew, okay, he's gonna need weapons, 100%. He needs some armor also. What will he do? I was expecting him more like go for the heavy machine gun first, so he's able to fight with me. But he didn't do so. So that way, he's, you know, he got shot by my machine gun like so hard. 30 damage, 50 damage, and then this distance rocket. I mean, we don't need to talk about that. How much it means in such a moment. I have control, I know about the timings. He has only rocket. What will he do? And now, I just make a timing move. Like, I timed this move, like no joke. I timed this move that he's not able to deal any or the least amount of damage possible. So I went for a full speed flight and make it. And for some reason he pushed the armor. I don't understand. But of course, yeah, you want to have full natural stack to fight, right? And then fighting with rockets, sometimes you can deal crazy amounts of damage. It just is sometimes what it is. But he didn't do so. I kind of, yeah, was aware of this possibility that he's gonna go for the small armor. But I was like earlier in the better position. Good first rocket, shit second rocket, decent third and fourth rocket. And then I just chill again. Rapha needs weapons again. I knew about it. And I was like, okay, maybe... He will think I did set up for heavy now. So that's why I waited for him to make this move, pick up, you know, have like the pickup sound of the heavy machine gun and teleporter, and then I'm surprised. And yeah, good finish. Pick up this armor as a bonus. Heavy again, and now okay, back to mega. Let's go. Good tracking, good finish. He still dealt a lot of damage. Like I didn't expect so much damage.
No, the dual wheel
but item was on me anyways.
And just with confidence, but
this was weird that he went right off to the rockets. I mean, it was good as well, was a good move, but something I would have never expected. But he did.
Is just saying, no,
decent damage again. He has nothing left. I actually should have pushed the halves on the lower ground here. But I didn't do so because I didn't expect him to make the drop down there, actually. Because my speed is so fast, like so good, that I could easily catch him off and finish him.
Impressive.
Yo, Mr. DK, vielen Dank. Hey. Dankeschön und welcome to the K1llsen fam. Dankeschön. Welcome back. Sorry. So I could have easily catched him here because I knew how low he is at this moment. But I didn't expect I didn't expect him at all to just go straight for the HP bubbles. And that's why I decided to listen. And then I heard the jump pad and I was like, okay, shit, too late. Now his deck is not too bad, to be fair. So I need to set up myself. He's gonna pick up the heavy. There's no way I can fight for heavy now at this moment, because he can easily predict my moves on the position he was in there. So I set up for Mega and tried to deal damage to his picked up heavy. So that's why I just went here.
Absolutely incredible plays here.
Feed the cat, you lazy git, pride shrug.
Yo, KG, thanks for the 45 biddies. And yeah, for some reason, he just kept moving here. I hit a real good prediction rocket there, 100 damage. I mean, what else you want? And then I knew, okay, his deck is not gonna be good anymore. He only picked up heavy, and
Rapha,
no matter what he does, I can easily hold.
LG damage. It is something that I think can bother him sometimes, is that when he's not hit.
But that move was really good here by Shane. Just making the jump through the window while he heard I'm on the right side, and he kind of just, you know, went out of sight and made this move happening. He also knew armor is up soon, and you know, just trying to restack, get his feet back on the map again. I knew, okay, next up is the small armor, so maybe I should avoid him taking it. But I didn't want to go too deep, so my job was just deal some exit damage again to the heavy, if possible, and get myself into a good defensive position again. How it's been in the beginning. Worked once, why not twice? So I just chill here. I heard the armor before the pickup, right? So I knew the timing of it. That's why I stayed on this side. And now I'm feeling more comfortable. For some reason, no rocket didn't do any damage there. Don't understand why.
3:0. Good work.
Jo, Horschmeister, Dankeschön. Vielen Dank. Und welcome back to the K1llsen fam. Dank dir.
We're gonna have Rapha move.
Yeah, like real bad rockets there by me. I should have done some damage, but I didn't do so. So at this moment I felt a little uncomfortable, to be fair.
Forward as he knows.
Now he pushes again. I miss another rocket. I felt even more uncomfortable. And I was wondering that Rapha didn't decide to fully push me. Like, just go for face. He could have easily done this moment.
A little bit of damage,
but he didn't do so. He did a real bad rocket jump here, which was kind of easy to stop. He also got stuck on the ledge there. Helped me a little, of course, to escape. Rapha did I knew this was mind game. This was like so 100% mind game here at this moment. I started my slide and Rapha expected me to go for the nail gun armor. But I changed my mind. So I just set up myself again here. And yeah, he just goes for the heavy again. I was just like, okay, let's do some damage again onto his heavy pickup and see what happens. Maybe I can pick the top light again. He's 90 damage.
Try to hold on to those major items.
And now he starts to push like this. Very, very good first rocket. A good bounce on the second rocket. And then comes the finishing third rocket. This was, again, I mean, maybe this was even a miracle, to be fair. Like, I had 0 armor, barely over 100 HP, and he just had everything collected. But let's not forget the 90 damage I dealt to him when he moved out of the heavy area, when he just picked up the heavy. That 90 damage actually decided this fight for me.
And Rapha cannot seal the deal on these despite the dual wields. 8-4 now, almost at the
And now at
2-minute
this point, I
warning,
knew
and QUAKE
now
up
it's my
5-4.
control.
That is not the first
He's going
time
for
QUAKE
weapons.
had surgical rocket placement that knocks Rapha off course right as he engages a dual wield. That split second of waste.
Yeah, this was a good trick by him. I thought he's gonna keep pushing to the bridge to heavy because he expects me to set up on the heavy itself, but he didn't do so. So I just run straight into him.
Time matters so much.
But I still hit a phase rocket, so that was really good actually. And at this moment, I knew, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep distance here. I mean,
Impressive.
let's just try to survive.
Tier 1 sub to Josh Levis.
Yo, it's that time again.
Andre is gifted a tier 1 sub to Tarian.
Oh man, you insane, Andrenius. Thank you really much for 2 gifted subs to Tarian and Josh Levis. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you very much.
Gun is going to keep Rapha down, force him to go and restack as the mega in hand, but a minute and a half on the clock here. This is one hell of a comeback that Rapha's going to make against a QUAKE that is on.
I was actually able to pick up the heavy, have a rocket launcher. Of course, this is the 3rd time I'm setting up there. Rapha knows what I'm up to.
Fire!
So that's why he immediately jumps and makes a shot onto the wall. But this time I was quick enough to escape.
I believe I'm saying this, but I don't know if I think it's possible.
It's real.
Yeah, Rapha setting up for heavy again because he doesn't want to risk to lose it because it's only 1 minute 10 seconds left.
Could do it. It would probably be someone
I
like
just
Rapha,
try
but
to
even
spam
if
him,
hit
you
this
know, spam him and throw at him whatever I have.
1 minute warning. I'm thinking.
And just try to hit some.
It's going to be harder and harder. QUAKE has these back hallways that he can retreat into, a bomb shelter, if you will, or a Rapha shelter.
I just listened to Rapha's movements and set up to it.
I don't know.
It's mobility
Either way,
versus none.
It's gonna be. It's gonna come down to this chase right here, and there's not a whole lot that Rapha can do.
This is the classic strong and peaker maneuver when you have a lead and it's the last minute. If you
And now this. I mean, I heard him, right? I heard him starting the dual wield. I heard him step up. Good, very good first rocket here. How much damage was the first rocket?
This chase right here.
Let's
and
see.
There's not a whole lot that Rapha can do.
This is the classic strong and peaker maneuver when you have a lead and it's the last minute. If you have
50 decent 50 damage. 55 damage rocket. I heard his rocket jumping, so I knew he's already have a little lower armor.
no mobility.
And then the second rocket actually hits his face. The perfect move would have been if I would have used a struck to finish him. But I decided to stay strong and do it on my own.
These defensive rockets are unbelievable.
And yeah, then it was
And again,
it was an easy finish with that close to a miracle defensive rockets.
Seconds will be 2-0. QUAKE has been on the grind, and with a display like this, we could be looking.
How are you doing, Andrenius?
Later in this year.
Yeah, at this moment, Rapha already
so
gave up.
much to love about
Hope you're doing well, man.
Story, how hard he has
Thanks
worked,
again.
The things that he went
Thank you.
through in the last season as well.
You are insane.
You know, and if you've tuned into QUAKE's stream, you know how seriously he takes this game. He takes the competition. How much he wants to, you know, make his fans proud, right? And not saying that Rapha doesn't want to, but we're seeing it on display here in full force as QUAKE takes the series 9-5. Now we are gonna.
Killy sounds like Billy, kills you fast and rails you silly.
Yo, Studden. Thanks for the 10 euros. I'm not railing silly. almost feels like an insult, man. Why did you write GG sorry? I said sorry because he was writing earlier in the in-game chat that you know that he's just not hitting at all. It was like mid game, around mid game when he wrote it, and yeah, that's why I said sorry. And that's also why I tweeted that I hope I hope for a replay, and hopefully next time on LAN.
Going to be playing the third map. So
Yeah,
it's
we
good
will
to get to
see
how
accuracy
this one will
soon,
shake out.
and that's actually what
Seeing
Rafa
a
has been
3-0,
talking
here
about.
for K1llsen would be on deep embrace, but I mean, Ketchup. Let me ask you a
Man,
question. Right?
that frag was
On one
so
level, you're kind of
beautiful.
surprised because you just don't see Rapha lose that often. But on another level, I'm not surprised because K1llsen seems to have been on this trajectory for a very long time, and I think he's kind of really starting to take flight.
It's really hard to see anything that could be considered an error throughout the course of this series. His aim has been on point. His placement of everything, whether it's weapons, whether it's himself. He's just able to.
Man, that rocket was so good. And this one here.
It came down to
Yeah.
surgical rocket placements. Because about.
Yeah, and this year, I mean, look at stats. It's very different. Like, very different. I mean, yes, I feel good right now. I feel good about my aim. I know about all the angles and everything and how to approach it. Still, this, this is a big difference. Like, I mean, what can you do with 28% LG? There's nothing you can do with it, really. Darian.
About 2 or 3 game-changing frags that set the tide of the next few minutes to come. He won fights that I didn't even know it was possible to survive, let alone get the frag, and he found a way. That was no fluke, that happened enough times to be like, that was not lucky, that was just, he entered the matrix right there.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, let's move forward a bit.
Championship...
there from K1llsen, but Rapha...
Already 30 seconds in, let's go back.
Messages I've read...
Okay, and now I have to take a quick break, guys. And then we continue here with the last map of our match on Saturday. Be right back. Hey, Wallaby. A smaller bee. Okay, chat. I'm back. I will actually wait 1 more minute. I saw the question earlier. Why no player interviews? I mean, I'm here. Ask me your questions. How long did it take you to play duel and to competently make decisions mid-game as opposed to just randomly throwing yourself at your opponent and fighting wildly? Man. That question is so high level. I don't even understand it. I mean, I'm not pushing my opponent randomly, you know. There's always a reason for it. Really, even if it's just to deal maximum amounts of damage, so I'm able to retake control. Which actually happened twice on Corrupted Keep. And it happened even in a way that I managed to get the frags in these situations, like somehow, you know, like I didn't thought I'm gonna take the frag here. To be fair, I just hit incredible rockets. Yeah, like, you know, only because I hit those crazy rockets, I've been able to to get a lead in the end that's big enough to win the match. If I wouldn't have gotten the first frag, who knows how the match could have gone. Okay, let's move on to the third map here, guys.
Over the course of the past couple years, it's like, oh,
Whoa. This dude has small arms. Small biceps.
oh, it's boring when Rapha wins. It's like we're not in that era anymore.
Okay.
We're in an era.
I have my ability, right? So that's why I immediately made the push to the rail here.
Where there are solid 5-6 players right now that could potentially walk away as a
and I thought, like, okay, maybe I'm gonna I should be able to maybe hit a rail or hit my ability. But my ability was actually so trash and I didn't have time to land a rail shot even. So the start turned out so bad for me, actually.
champion. We've still got
But he knew. Mega's still up. He knew about it. So there's already a split between the items, right?
left to go in regular
I managed to hit a good rail there.
season of QPL season 3.
He needs to stack up a bit. He keeps pushing though, because I don't have anything to fight him close, right? So his first rocket kind of predicted towards the mega health that I would immediately make a push to the mega health, and then he bounces me off. Would have been a move without a lot of effort actually to take the lead here, but I was just too slow to not be on the mega yet. So I managed to hit the first rail, pick up the mega, managed to hit the second rail. At this moment I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm gonna win this battle even. But then a good third rocket and another one to finish off. But he was so weak, so he needed to restack. No armors here. That's why I pushed immediately into him here. But this bounce here to the side was like so unlucky for me.
Remaining, GG, but Rapha on
and then, you know, he just finishes me. That was a little unlucky, but still I knew, okay, he's super weak. There's no way he's gonna make big moves at this point. So I knew, you know, yeah, I'm gonna set up immediately for heavy. I knew about the top armor spawning here. And yeah, I was like, shit, already 0-2 down. Not the start you want. Let's try to slow this a little bit and then, you know, find a good opening.
Like a bonus freebie, but in this case, K1llsen able to...
I knew Rapha's gonna look for armors now, stack up to 100. I knew he might hold the angle for the rail, so I was really careful while picking it up to not give him an opening shot there. I knew about the mega timing, so I set myself up a little here. Yeah, this orb was... I'm not sure about using it. I think he shouldn't have used it, to be fair. But he did do so. I mean, I know his intention behind that, to take the heavy armor position. That was his intention, to use the orb. But this allowed me to deal so much damage here.
Really important.
And then just have the angle ready before he could see me even, you know? And finish him.
And there's a rail. Okay.
So first, it was a good decision. On the one hand, but I was aware about what he's trying to do. And then he tries to repeat that even. Was it like not the best choice?
Hey, there is an interesting dance of who.
So I knew, okay, maybe I will have heavy. And then I was like, oh my gosh, he really wants to go for the heavy here? What is that? And yeah, I just, you know, quick rail here. Just spam here a little. That was an insane rail shot. To be fair, I knew he's, you know, he's 2 HP. And this is free heavy now for me. But then he goes back to the heavy. I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? And he makes it work.
I like it.
Like this, like here was so much detail in these moves here. What just happened here? It's insane on both sides actually.
I mean, Rapha gets the frag, but
I mean he was still like screaming loud and, you know, all over the map. I knew he still needs to restack, which he's doing now. So this is a free mega for me. But I only have LG at this point.
7% rail right now, but Rapha not really letting. I'm sure a few BSs came out from him as those hit, but you got to know that if any player can be the K1llsen that we know, that's K1llsen right there. So Rapha very, very low. He is.
Yeah, this moment was just about dealing maximum amount of damage, so keep him very low. But then it was even enough damage to take him down. And now heavy spawning soon. Let him not give him like free rail, but he still got it though. At this moment I needed LG ammunition, like I have 0 LG, as you can see, and Rapha actually picked it up while running by here.
Have this level of action throughout the remaining 8.5 minutes.
Oh, this could very well be a high score map. Not only the map itself.
And now it all slows down a little. I knew about the mega timing still. I just wasn't sure if he already picked up the lower green or if he's going for the top green. So my next idea is wait for a sound cue and what his move might be.
Someone's gonna die, but in this case, K1llsen.
And then he takes the jump pad. So I knew, okay, he wants to have rockets now, and then he's gonna try to push the heavy. So I set myself up a bit, and unfortunately, not hitting that rail shot. Was a tricky flick shot, yes, but you know, 7 out of 8 times normally I do that shot. To be fair.
Gonna make these denials quite tricky. I think that's why he sat so far back with that.
Okay, I knew, oh shit, there's a big delay between the items, so maybe he's gonna have both. But yeah, I mean, not sure why Rapha went this way. He could have went all the way top and just not take any damage at all. Here he just allowed me to shoot him.
In 7 seconds, this mega's about to appear, but still without LG ammo.
And now I just secure the mega by, you know, using my ability to top and spam the lower area with my rocket. Those are the only two sides he could come from.
Agree. Much more limited. Has a lightning gun, just nothing to shoot.
Then hit a good first rail.
And the rails seem to be working. And
And now I knew, okay,
think, right,
I might, I mean, I should be able to land a good damage. I didn't expect a phase rocket here. I mean, that's even better, right? Then like I said, I need LG ammo, right? I said earlier, I need LG ammo. I still don't have any, as you can see, right side. And I was like, oh shit, I don't have LG. What am I gonna do? I should have switched to machine gun. But sometimes, you're not sure. Did he pick up heavy already? Did he not? Because that would mean I would lose a lot of time and maybe he's even able to take the fight. So I went for rail. And I was like, oh no, first shot miss. Oh no, I'm gonna die here. And then second.
Oh my God, of heavy again.
And heavy up.
Rails continue to connect.
And now I can control the map a bit. And then he just pushes. I was like, what? I mean, I had all the especially close range weapons I needed, right? And he has only LG here.
Orb comes out so we can get aggressive on that.
And then, good rockets, finishing him.
Rapha trying to get it done, but just cannot.
I knew he's gonna move immediately to the mega, and I have to be a little careful now. Try to restack armors, something, somehow. Set up myself on the heavy. I have my ability ready, so I'm ready to deal tons of damage if necessary. So that's why I used this early here.
I do fear that Rapha's frustrations towards his LG today.
And now here I was just like, okay, let me just pick up the heavy so he's not getting it. And he needs to look for armor after. I did tons of damage again. So now he has only 100 HP. No armor up for him. And I knew next item is the mega. He wants to secure for sure. And I just set myself up on heavy.
Up next, Rapha wanting to push forward and get some bonus damage first. A very common tactic you see in Pro League. Items there, I know I can get it.
And, while he went for the mega, I picked up the rockets to be able to defend myself from any kind of close range pushes, right? So I moved around and just listened to what he's doing. Okay, and then I heard... Wait, did he orb? And then I heard his landing. Oh my god, his orb failed. Oh my god. And I had the position ready here, right? The first rocket was actually such a lucky bounce, to be fair.
Oh, he misses.
And then, like super good combo because of that. It was such a big mistake here by Rapha. Absolutely didn't go the way he wanted to. And it could have, it could have meant the full control for him with picking up the heavy here. But orb failed, so it was my moment to take here.
Rocket and a rail. I mean, the number of times you ever see Rapha perform.
Yeah, this could have been another frag. If I would have made that jump to top, it could have been another frag actually, because I had my ability ready and I have all necessary weapons. Even if he has like a shotgun, because he just uses orb. I knew, right? So the only thing I could expect is some super shotgun damage.
An unforced error in this game is so low.
And now Rapha's just trying to run around me, not getting hit, getting hit by too much damage here.
And we just saw it.
Decides to push even a little, but then very good rail here to defend from him. And I knew, okay, next step is rail. Then he weirdly jumped up and down there.
And then the rocket to the rail catch up. My hands are on my head.
Good damage by him. This doesn't allow me, like that he's been able to hit 2 rails. Doesn't allow me to just roam around the map the way I want to. So I still have to be careful, even with picking up the next heavy here. It's only 100 armor. Good combo here. And I was just, okay, I have all weapons. Let's just secure top. Then he is an insane rail there. And so do I. Luckily he misses the second shot there.
momentum. And the fact that he is playing out of his skin, he's hitting the shots he needs to hit. He's got the control here.
I just denied here his way of just escaping for free. So he needed to use his orb. And I've even been able to hit a good rocket there, which allowed me to finish him while picking up the HP bubble there. And I have the heavy control again.
It kind of feels like this might be over, man. I just think K1llsen's in a better position to win this set.
Yeah, here I was sure no way Rapha's gonna win that fight. I just picked up Mega. I just picked up Heavy. I mean, how could he ever win that fight? Even if my position in a LG battle is a little worse actually in this scenario, but overall my aim hasn't let me down once in the match, right? I knew about it. Yo, Flea, thanks, man. Thank you.
I think it comes down a little.
I tried, you know, what I tried there was like go for maybe a respawn rail, but I wasn't quick enough. So now it was just about pick item again, stack up.
Just consider, like, I mean, K1llsen's playing.
And I was like, okay, what is he gonna do now? I thought more like he's gonna set up for heavy, but he didn't do so. He went for the rail.
Out of his damn mind.
Then he failed the rocket jump, luckily.
76%.
But also, like here, he had so much flows together, you know. He fails the rocket jump, and he didn't want to take any more extra damage by doing a rocket jump. So that's why he went up the stairs.
Right now, he just hit the.
I dodged the first rocket really well. Luckily, and it bounced me in a weird way off.
Perfect exit or
good first rail.
On Rapha.
And I was like, okay, maybe he's a little closer to the front wall here, so I can just deal a bit of splash damage. That was my main idea behind this. But then I see him. Okay, shit. Just the same time he goes for a rocket jump. And I make this rail shot. This rail shot was so insane actually.
And you know,
where you going?
And then you got stuff like that are just, you know, this is that.
And here, this is the situation, you know, we just had before, right? Where I told you where I failed the jump to top, it would have looked the exact same like this is looking like. So he has only super shotgun to work with, but here he also actually has his orb.
You know,
but I kept good distance, so he's not able to deal tons of damage with super shotgun on me, and I just keep LGing him.
Actual literal god right now. I'm hitting everything, and that is exactly the mode that K1llsen is into right now. And Rapha seemingly is trying to solve the solution by just throwing his body at it. And
I'm just at this moment running the map a little bit, but here at this point I was a little, you know, I went a bit over aggressive, over the limit. I could have easily finished him with Tribolt or with a machine gun, for example, but I was like so confident that I would hit the next rail that I peeked again. But then he hits 2 in a row, and I was like, "Oh my god, 78 HP with the next raid, I'm dead." And then he runs the control. That's 5 minutes. Still, you know, close to 5 minutes.
To rip out these.
And I tried just to hide here, just to spam him a little. But this already is big troubles for me. Like I was really like sweating in this moment, because this could have changed the whole game immediately.
Such amazing fashion.
So that's why I just tried to get some kind of advantage position here, but he did the same. So it was a little like a dance.
Now
then he misses that shot. He I think did he see me go, you know, like
it's just not gonna
making
work,
my way out here.
Continues to rip out these rails in such amazing fashion. Now
no, he didn't even see me, so maybe he still expected me to be at the pillar thingies.
You know, before it was like.
And then, you know, clutch flick rail. Like really, just clutch flick rail.
Yeah, I agree with
you. Good LG. But then he hits those 2 rails. Like,
I did in 30 seconds.
What the heck?
There, Rapha does pick it up. Let's see if he can make something happen.
It's,
Like second rail was really insane and unexpected.
About 4 minutes left to go, but
That was like a moment like I had it on Corrupted Keep, you know, like winning the rocket fight without having a right to win it. That was the same situation the other way around. Like there was no right for him to win that kind of battle, but he managed to win to hit the clutch rail there at the end.
you need to get 7 frags just to equalize on the understanding QUAKE doesn't get any.
And then I knew, okay, maybe he's gonna try to damage me because he needs to at this point. So I had my ability ready. I wanted to avoid any kind of damage and, you know, decent ability use.
More, and man's on fire. Stop, drop, and roll.
Oh no.
That suicide was definitely.
But it was actually good that he died there because now his deck is way bigger from before.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna go down. I just have to respawn as quickly as possible. But
I did a
in this
decent move
instance,
here. Picked up the heavy.
I just don't think he. I don't think he has time. I really don't. This is something I have never seen before. Wheat, not in Pro League, not like this. You feel like you've seen it all, and here we are.
Yeah, now he's pushing a little harder because he has orb.
And you know, I mean, catch up, right?
And then he hits
so
like the
much
perfect
happening
bounce
here. Rapha
with
is
the
gonna get
orb
another frag there with the orb,
on
but,
top.
you know,
Yeah.
Rapha is
Shit.
still an amazing player, right?
Oh, that rail actually through the stairs was so insane. Look at Rapha reaction. Look, 3, 2, 1.
Amazing
Oh
players are allowed to have.
that rail was real insane actually. Like it happened so quick. Like some of these shots were just insane yesterday.
Not great days. And
I mean, but
every
easy
player is
control
gonna go
anyways
through
for
them.
Rapha because
Feel
all I have
right
is
or
a
make
rail. I hit another one which is really good, so I know he's weak again. He needs
Things aren't
HP bubbles.
clicking, your opponent is just
100%.
happens to be getting all of
But
those
now
perfect rails,
slowly,
and you're
I
kinda
should
missing.
slow down a
Those
little,
things
which I
happen,
didn't
right?
do yet.
I think the difference is for such a long time, even when
So
Rapha was
now
having
Rapha
those days,
able
he was
to
able
control the
kind of
map
overcome.
really
But
well. You
we're
know,
sort of
doing rocket jumps,
equalized on a
has
lot of- in a
enough
lot of
rockets to
ways,
spam
right?
and
On
everything.
a map
It's a good
selection,
first
on
ray shot
champion
here. I'm
selection
still lacking
overall.
weapons.
And so
He
I
knows
expect
I
it to
have
happen
0
more and more,
armor.
and why we're probably less likely to see an
My
overly
ability
dominant
unfortunately
quick
misses
champion
there,
player, you know, ever
but
again.
still some fire
I don't
damage
know. I
here.
could be wrong. Maybe
So
it's gonna
I
be
knew
K1llsen.
about his
Maybe he wants
positioning, but then he hits an incredible ray shot again there.
to
But I still
fly for this
did a good
role.
amount
He's
of
going
damage.
for it. I don't know.
But it's already
right,
12-8,
it's
right?
just important
And
to
at
say,
this
these are
moment
two
I was
very
like, okay,
incredible
shit,
players.
I
And Rapha
can't
is
keep
bringing this
feeding
one back.
anymore
2 minutes
like
is
I
tough
do.
with 4 frags, but
And
he's got the
then
idea.
I was about to
he
say
hits
though,
just
he's
another rail,
doing a
but
pretty
misses
damn
that
decent-
and hits another clutch rail here. Like he should have died. I had the perfect weapon choice there. And he hits that ray shot. That actually, you know, that one I was furious about. Like, not gonna lie. Like really. That this was just another situation like I had on CK, you know. His push was bad. Even he hit the first rocket, he missed the second. And because he missed the second shot, the push overall was a mistake, was a failure. If you would have hit both, it would have been, you know, like a super clean, super good push.
Sure, but he gets the
But
rail.
then,
Okay,
you know, he
hang
missed
on,
it
hang on.
and
3
had
frags
actually,
for 2
because of
minutes
the
now,
missed
it's
shot,
definitely
no right to
doable.
win that. But he did
I
it
mean,
somehow.
Series may be done, but it's
And I was like, oh my gosh, 2 more minutes? I'm only 3 frags ahead? What am I gonna do?
Such a
this map
treat.
win can. If the
Okay,
map
I need my
scores
ability.
2-1
I need to
rather than
wait
losing,
until
that's gonna
ability.
be
I have a ray.
much better.
I can use it.
QUAKE looking to maybe shut that
Yeah,
down.
like I said, I
Insane.
have my ability. And I need to set him on fire here on top. Because there's not a lot of HP bubbles. And I knew he's not gonna have any armor left. So, I hit my ability, right? And I saw by the tick damage, he's going to that HP bubble. And then I set up myself below. He didn't hear at all because I did quite. And I knew there's a chance he's also jumping to the other 25 HP bubble.
This man got to put himself
Boop.
out.
Oh!
Perfect.
And this was the moment I knew, okay, maybe I have this. Maybe I got this.
Read.
Missing the first ray shot there. Then I would have been sure about that I have this.
A great read.
But I missed it.
Yes, like K1llsen, he's still
And then he pushes me so hard here.
77% rail. Rapha looking like he's going to pick up another.
Luckily, he missed
does
that
they
one
have
rocket.
You know,
I knew he needs to
kiss and
restack
tell
again.
battle there in the middle
Mega
area.
is
Now
up.
less than
Heavy
1
is
minute,
up.
15
I will
seconds
pick
left
up
to go.
heavy.
3 frags
And,
separate these
you
two.
know, I need my
Possible?
ability back.
Absolutely.
Not
Rapha,
allowing
though,
him to
is
push
gonna
me.
need to get a frag here, I think, in the
Then he
next
catch me quite
10,
well here.
15 seconds in
That
order
was,
to make
you
it
know,
up.
good
There's one
setup.
rail, 2 rails. He's
Like
looking
really
for-
good, but good defensive ray here by me. And I was still like, okay, now I hit one ray shot. I need my ability. It's 6 seconds until my ability. That was all I was playing for here at this moment. So if my ability is ready, I'm gonna hit a rail and finish him with my ability. That was my main plan here.
For a third or clean up with the LG. He can't find the rail. He's going to go for the LG. Waits over the side.
But he was just in time. Look at my ability timer. Look at my
Next,
ability
10,
timer, guys.
15 seconds in order to make it up. There's 1 rail, 2 rails. He's looking for a third or clean up with the LG. He can't find the rail. He's going to go for the LG. Waits over the side.
2 seconds. But now I knew, okay, I'm gonna spawn fresh
Orb
and
comes
will have
out,
my
LG
ability.
Comes, and there is the frag. 2 left, and it is
And mistake here by Rapha. Not going to wait for the mega. He could have easily made it in time to the heavy, I think. It's 3 seconds difference. Rocket jump up, 2 jumps, and then deal damage.
all up to Rapha right now. He is going to give it everything that he
Do I even have a weapon here in this situation? I think I don't.
has got. Every ounce
So
of
Rapha
Quake
decides
power.
actually to go for the heavy, for heavy control, which in my eyes I think is like the mistake that kind of decides the map here. So
Power
he's
left,
allowing
every
me
little
to take the
piece of
mega health.
energy the chat might be able to give him. It's all got to come out right here and drops down on top.
And yeah, then just, you know, with the mega health, a perfect ability use. Like it's not only the impact of the fireballs, it's also the fire that's on the ground, dealing tons of damage to him in that moment.
Flamed and then
And it's pretty much
shot
sealing
him.
the deal.
And K1llsen takes the frag.
And just this
Unbelievable
respawn.
catch-up.
And yeah,
Oh
at this
my
point I knew.
Death Knight, ladies
That's
and
it.
gentlemen, being able to just see something
Look,
like that.
I knew it.
Takes the frag.
My
Unbelievable
mouth
catch-up.
is open. There. You see it? Emotions. Mouth is open. Emotions.
Oh my god, Death Knight, ladies and gentlemen, being able to just see someone like that and then go incendiary, and then all your stack is gone forever. That full
Yeah,
rail
another crazy
insult to
flick
injury,
again.
But what this is going to result is something that I can't recall how often I've ever seen.
And
this
yeah, there's
situation.
not a lot. Like
Rapha
nothing anymore
gets a
he
couple
could
of
do.
bonus frags at the end, but K1llsen taking it 3-0 over Rapha today in Pro League. We are seeing the beginnings of a journey for K1llsen that could eventually lead to him being our new world champion. I mean, this is a thoroughly impressive showing today. Rapha